Hey, good morning. Happy Monday, March 13th. So what's going on? There's a lot that was going on last week, but let's take a look at a couple of items right here that you probably missed. Number one is that there's a shortage of asthma medication, so don't wait till the last minute to get your asthma medication filled. You might find it's hard to find. The other thing is, because we've had a warm winter, believe it or not, they're expecting to have worse allergy season this year. The last thing in what I call a clip worthless news that who cares to use is Tiger Woods and Erica Herman are splitting up. They were boyfriend and girlfriend, and now they're going to play it out in the media, and woohoo! Our lives are going to be improved incredibly so by that knowledge. Anyway, let's get to today's topic. Yes, and hey, did you know that right now Medicare is running at a $3 trillion deficit and it's expected to go insolvent by the year 2028? You know, so here's the thing, about 2.9% of your income is going to Medicare. For people who make over $200,000 a year, 0.9% of your income is going to Medicare. And then beginning with the Affordable Care Act in 2010, it appears to be that 3.8% of your investment income is going to Medicare. So what is President Biden proposing to do about this? Well, he's currently proposing, at the time of this recording, that people making over $400,000 a year, households $450,000 a year, an additional tax of 1.2% of your income. That will take you from about 3.8% to 5% of your income going to Medicare. So it appears to be that if this is implemented, that this should make Medicare solvent until about the year 2050. Yeah, right. So for right now, most people are paying about $164.90 for their Medicare Part B. That was down from last year at $170.10. The deductible this year is $226. That's down from last year at $233. You know, why? Why did they lower it when we've got a $3 trillion deficit? Wow, you know what? They lowered it just in time for the elections last year. So that way they could sit there and say, we're fighting for you to lower your Medicare cost. Plays well, doesn't it? So, you know, now it's time to have some fun with this. I asked Alexa, I said, Alexa, how many households in America make over $400,000 a year? Her answer was 1.8%. All right, so if you're making $400,000 a year, you're going to get hit with a 1.2% increase in taxes to cover Medicare. That's $4,800 a year. I then said to Alexa, if I take $3 trillion, divide it by $4,800, Alexa came back with 625. That would be 625 million households to cover a $3 trillion deficit. Alexa, how many households are there in America? And Alexa shouted out, there are 128.4 million households in America. So right now, my simple math is we are coming up about 488 million households short of what we need to cover this $3 trillion deficit. You know, Nikki Haley is saying that there should be an intelligence test for our presidents, maybe for all politicians, because you know what? That was very simple. You don't need to put pen to paper. You can just ask Alexa, this isn't going to work out. And you know, a lot of you now have been complaining to me about what Medicare Part B costs. So I'm going to pause for a minute, take a look at this chart. I can tell that income is adjusted gross income. So quickly, most people making $97,000 or less are going to be paying about $164.90 a month. If you're over $97,000 up to $123,000, you're going to be paying $230.80. From $123 to $153, you're going to be paying $329.70, and from $153 to $183, $428. and 60 cents. And I just kind of stopped there. For those of you who couldn't see the chart, that gives you a quick idea. And that's, once again, adjusted gross income. So a reasonable question, if you've been paying this all along in your wages and your taxes since you started working at whatever age, where's all the money gone? So here is my answer to that question. I honestly don't know. I wonder if they know. What I do know is that this is becoming more complicated for you and for me, but what I will offer you is always my numbers at the bottom of the screen. I'm current on what's going on in today's market. Don't hesitate to give me a call. Be more than happy to figure out what's in your best interest for a price you can afford to help you navigate these crazy waters with Medicare that we're in today. Hey, and what's going on here at the MLD agency? Well, last week we were able to work with a group on group health insurance. We wrote an automobile policy. Remember, I do property and casualty, homes, auto, boats, umbrellas, things like that. We had to deal with the situation once again with the marketplace. It took a while to get that figured out. It took most of Tuesday and Wednesday to get the problem figured out. But that's done. That's in our rearview mirror. The other thing is, several of you have been complaining to me about Northwestern Medicine. So to you clients out there who are using Northwestern Medicine, make sure that the services that you're being billed for are actually the correct services that are being provided. Your insurance company is going to pay based upon the codes that Northwestern presents to them. So if you have questions about that, look it up, talk to your provider, talk to the insurance company just to make sure that Northwestern is doing the job, or any other insurance company is billing you correctly. And lastly, woohoo, we were able to write another finder's fee check for business that was referred to the MLD agency. So life's good here. Hope you're going to have a good week coming up. And until next week, take care.